It's the Disney World video you've been desperately scouring the internet for. This is everything you need to know about dining in Disney World in just 15 minutes. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. Sorry, I seriously have zero time to do any more of an introduction beyond that because we've only got 15 minutes to tell you as much about dining in Disney World as we possibly can. First, Disney Restaurants 101. Disney World doesn't just have one type of restaurant, they got several and they've got hundreds of them. So let's break down all the different restaurant categories so you're going to be in on the Disney dining lingo. Quick service. This is the fast food of Disney World. In the words of Princess Atta, quoting A Bug's Life, they come, they eat, they leave. Table services. This is a broad category that basically means any sit-down meal that takes more time to enjoy versus a quick service location. Table service dining does require advanced dining reservations, which you can make on the My Disney Experience app or Disney World website ahead of time. But depending on the restaurant and time of year that you visit, you might be able to find same-day reservations or walk-up wait lists for these table service restaurants too. Buffet. If you've ever been to a Golden Corral, you know this one. You'll go up to a food line, grab whatever you want, and keep going back for refills if you're still hungry. And hopefully you are still hungry because you're going to pay a lot of money for all that food. Family style. This is the Uno reverse of buffet style dining. Instead of you going to grab the endless food comes to you. Prefix. While many table services that you're more used to, like your local Applebee's or Chili's, have a la carte style menus where you can order apps and entrees and desserts however you want, a prefix menu means you're going to pay a set price for a set amount of food per person. For example, if you have dinner at a place like California Grill in Disney's Contemporary Resort, every adult in your group will choose one appetizer, one entree, and one dessert from the menu. Character dining. Whether you're at a buffet, family-style restaurant, or a prefix meal, you might have the added bonus of seeing popular Disney characters during your dining experience too. Now, this can be a great way for your family to see lots of characters without having to wait in line for them in the parks during the day. And best of all, they come right up to your table so you don't have to go chase them down for an autograph. Signature meals. Okay, if you got a passion for food, A, welcome to the club, and B, you might want to consider saving for a signature restaurant splurge during your trip. Disney's signature restaurants are their most high-end. Usually this is where you'll find the best quality food across all of Disney property. Though in the case of signature restaurants like Cinderella's Royal Table in Magic Kingdom, you're dining here more for the overall atmosphere and experience versus compliments to the chef kind of meal. But usually signature is going to mean expensive, and usually the food's going to be pretty good. Lounge. Lounge dining can definitely vary depending on where you go, but in general, the main focus of Disney's lounges is the drinks. That being said, lounges also often serve impressive bites and even entrees to go along with your boozy or zero-proof beverages. And if a lounge is attached to a certain table service or signature restaurant, you'll be able to order off of either a limited or full menu of options that come straight from the main dining room. Some standalone lounges do require advanced dining reservations, especially the newer ones, but most have walk-up availability only, giving you a rare chance to try the food at a nicer restaurant, minus the advanced dining reservation commitment. Ordering at a quick service can go one of two ways. You can either stand in a possibly longer line and order in person, or mobile order via the My Disney Experience app and pick up your meal minus the standby wait. The My Disney Experience app, by the way, is just the regular Disney World app. You can probably guess which I prefer. If you purchase food using mobile order, you can bypass the ordering queue and go straight to a designated pickup counter or waiting area once it's ready for you. Now here's a DFB pro tip. Scheduling your quick service pickup for later can be one of the smartest decisions you make during your day because regardless of whether you use mobile order or stand in line for your food, you're going to have to wait for your meal to be prepared, and that can still take a while if you're visiting during a busy season, especially during peak dining times. If you're able to, order your meal earlier on in the day while you're waiting in line for one of your first rides, and then set the time you want it to be picked up. When it comes to Disney's table service meals, you can make advanced dining reservations up to 60 days, 2 months before your visit, or 60 days plus 10 extra days if you're staying as a guest at a Disney-owned hotel. The best thing you can do if there's a restaurant you're really wanting to prioritize is to book those reservations as soon as that reservation window opens for you, which is going to start at 6 a.m. Eastern if you're doing it online and 7 a.m. Eastern by phone. Now, let's say you're trying to book an advanced dining reservation for a certain restaurant and you're coming up dry. What do you do then? Well, first and foremost, never give up. Disney's cancellation policy for the majority of their restaurants makes it easy for people to make cancellations as needed, just as long as they cancel their reservation up to 2 hours before it's supposed to take place. Note, if you don't make cancellations, you will be charged, at very least, a $10 per person no-show fee. But be sure to check the cancellation details of the restaurant you're planning on dining in, because it might be different and therefore a whole lot more expensive. Now, because cancellation policies, for the most part, give you a lot of wiggle room to make some last-minute switcheroos, that means you might find last-minute reservations the next time you check on a certain restaurant's status. This is how my scriptwriter Bria and I were able to snag those brand new GO82 reservations on our last trip to Epcot. Availability just popped up as we were walking around Journey of Water. Pretty magical stuff. It's also entirely possible that even the more popular Disney restaurants might offer walk-up availability right when the restaurant opens for the day. We've been able to grab a table at the last minute for Ohana over at Polynesian Village Resort just by rope dropping this restaurant before it opens for dinner and being one of the first people lined up at the host podium. While it's not a guarantee that last-minute availability will be open for you to snatch up, it never hurts to check on. And most importantly, be flexible. Disney's app and website allow you to search for dining reservations within a 10-day range. So if you can potentially fit a reservation into a few different days on your trip, you can adjust your trip accordingly to plan around that availability time. But I will say, I can usually snag a reservation at most restaurants in Disney World within a week of going if I'm just super flexible with when I go to the restaurant. Now, this next section should probably go at the end of the video, but I don't know, I want to give it to you earlier. Let's talk about DFB's favorites, as in my favorite Disney dining things. We do have a full top 10 list of our favorite places to dine in each Disney World location. That means parks, Disney Springs, all the hotels. You can pick that up now by scanning the QR code you see on the screen or clicking the link in the description for disneyfoodblog.com/top restaurants. But this isn't a 15-minute script for nothing, so I'm going to rapid fire 2 of my favorite restaurants per Disney World spot. One will be a quick service, one will be a table service. So brace yourselves when I say I'm going to go quick with these, because I mean blink and miss the point entirely. Ready? Begin. At Magic Kingdom, Columbia Harbor House is our go-to for hearty surf and turf for quick service. Cinderella's Royal Table is a pricey signature meal, yet an iconic one that lets you dine inside Cinderella Castle and meet a bunch of Disney princesses in the process. At Epcot, Les Halles Boulangerie Patisserie is a French-inspired bakery with lots of sweet and savory pastries and sandwiches that you can take on the go with you. And Garden Grill is a character dining family-style restaurant where you'll be able to eat endless amounts of comfort food and meet characters like Mickey, Pluto, Chip, and Dale, all inside a dining room that literally rotates during your meal. It's the best. At Hollywood Studios, Backlot Express is my go-to for classic theme park eats, as well as a few surprisingly good quick service options like teriyaki bowls, Cuban sandwiches, and that classic Wookiee cookie dessert. While Hollywood Brown Derby is a signature restaurant that encapsulates the golden age of Hollywood through its decor and revolving door of entrees. Definitely has the best food in the park. At Animal Kingdom, Satuli Canteen takes you inside the world of Pandora and gives you the chance to try the Na'vi people's bountiful harvest through customizable bowls and cheeseburger pods. And Nomad Lounge is attached to the Tiffin's signature restaurant, giving you the chance to eat select bites straight from the Tiffin's kitchen while you enjoy a variety of different handcrafted beverages in a beautiful setting that celebrates all things world travel. At Disney Springs, the Polite Pig is a Michelin-recognized barbecue quick service with a full-on bourbon bar. And, okay, I refuse to pick just one table service at Disney Springs, so if you happen to find yourself in Raglan Road, Homecoming, Summer House on the Lake, the Boathouse, or even Splitsville for a round of bowling to go along with your meal, you'll be in for a treat. And at the Disney World resorts, this one's tricky because there are a lot of restaurants in all the resorts, but really I'm a huge fan of the house-made mac and cheese, specifically from Gasparilla Island Grill inside Grand Floridian Resort. And one of my favorite character dining experiences is storybook dining at Artist Point with Snow White over at Wilderness Lodge. But I also love everything at Animal Kingdom Lodge, from Sanaa to Boma to Mara to Jika, so I'm going to stop right there, but hopefully you get the picture. Disney World resort food should not be overlooked. When I was talking about different restaurants earlier, I left out talking about the Epcot festival booths because, well, they're kind of horses of a different color. Epcot has 4 festivals that happen throughout the year. Festival of the Arts, which of course we call FARTS, happens around January to February. Flower and Garden Festival is around March to May. Food and Wine happens toward the end of August and lasts until mid-November, and Festival of the Holidays rounds out the year starting at the end of November and running through the month of December. Along with limited time entertainment and merchandise opportunities, the Epcot festivals bring food booths. Lots and lots and lots of food booths. Sometimes they're brand new, sometimes they're a returning favorite, and sometimes food booths disappear completely and make us wish we'd appreciated them more during the time that we had them. But no matter what the case may be for the food booths at the Epcot Festival that you're attending next, you can easily build an entire meal around just snacking around Epcot's various festival booths. And if you want to make sure you're doing that in the best, most efficient way possible, which of course you do, keep these festival dining tips in mind. First, bring a tray. There may come a time when you're by yourself at a festival booth and you want to order multiple items, but you've only got 2 hands. If only we were octopi. Having a cheapy little cafeteria-style tray to take along with you can help make up for your lack of limbs and keep everything balanced all nice and neat. 2, get a good look at the table situation. Epcot is pretty notorious for its lack of festival seating and tables, which is why there's an ongoing joke in the Disney community about using the Epcot trash cans as an alternative solution. I know, not the best alternative out there, so be sure to scan out the area you're close to and see if you can find nearby seating or standing tables before you get in line for your food. Now, this isn't me telling you to save a spot for yourself before you get your food, because you definitely want the people who've already secured their items to have first dibs, but it is nice to get an idea about a plan A, B, possibly C when it comes to table options. 3, plan around the rain. Most festival booths will have to shut their kiosks down while a storm is brewing, so make sure you secure your must-try items before those pop-up Orlando showers threaten to ruin your festival tasting adventures. Another good reason to go to the booths as soon as they open at 11 a.m. so that you can get all your eating in before the afternoon storms come. And 4, follow us. The DFB team is always out exploring the festivals, starting right on opening day. We eat everything at every booth, so you know for sure what's worth your money. Be sure to tune into our YouTube channel and social media accounts to stay up to date on all the latest festival news and our best of recommendations. Okay, it's tough to sum up the entirety of the Disney Dining Plan in just a minute or two, but I'm gonna give it a shot. The Disney Dining Plan is a prepaid meal program that you can tack onto your Disney World hotel vacation packages. Think of it like your college meal program, right? Currently, there are 2 dining plan options you can choose from, the quick service dining plan and the standard dining plan. Each one gives you credits that you can redeem for meals and snacks throughout your visit, and the amount and kind of credits you'll get per day depends on how long you're staying at your resort and which plan you choose. Table service credits, for instance, will only be available for those using the standard dining plan, not the quick service one. We break down all the Disney Dining Plan specifics in our DFB guide to Walt Disney World Dining, but if you're wondering whether prepaying for all your meals around Disney is worth the early investment or not, well, depends on what your definition of worth it is. If you're looking to dine around Disney in a more all-inclusive fashion, then yeah, the DDP can be worth it. But if you're looking to save money on dining, the DDP definitely is more of a convenience investment rather than a budget-friendly one. Our advice, compare the cost of your meals you were already planning on paying for out of pocket and see if prepaying for the Disney Dining Plan is worth the commitment. I know that sounds hard. Don't worry, we explain it all in the DFB Guide to Walt Disney World Dining. And we also have full Disney Dining Plan videos here on the channel that you can watch for free right now. Okay, this is a big dining topic, but thankfully we're prepared for that. Dining with a special diet in Disney World does not have to be intimidating. In fact, Disney has become quite a mecca for those with food allergies and dietary restrictions, thanks to their policies, trained chefs, cast members who can help you see what tasty and safe dining options might be available, etc. They've won awards for it. Anyway, we have a whole free PDF that covers 20 plus pages worth of info for anyone who's planning on navigating Disney dining, but also has to be conscious of a food allergy or sensitivity or a dietary restriction while they're on vacation. You can pick that guide up right now by scanning the QR code you see on the screen or clicking the link in the video's description for disneyfoodblog.com/special diet. Again, free, 20 pages, everything you need to know. But for now, let's talk about a few of the key things you'll find in that free guide. Before you head to Disney, check out those online restaurant menus. Any of Disney's menus, quick service and table service, can be viewed online via the Disney World website or the My Disney Experience app. At the Disney-owned restaurants specifically, each of these menus will note items that accommodate certain diets. These are often listed at the bottom of the menu, so keep scrolling. You can also test out making a mobile order via the My Disney Experience app to see what items are specifically marked as plant-based or allergy-friendly. Be aware that menus and ingredients switch up at Disney regularly, so it's important to discuss your options with a cast member and/or allergy specialist before and during your trip so that your dining needs are always best met. If you're planning on eating at a table service location, note your special dietary needs while making advanced dining reservations online. You'll be given the option to note a food allergy or special request as part of the reservation process. So when you see that option listed, click Add and follow the prompts. Another important thing you'll want to do before your trip is contact Disney Special Diets Department at special.diets@disneyworld.com or calling 407-824-5967 to get all the other dining accommodations squared away in advance. Okay, time is very much up, but this is just the beginning of your Disney dining escapade. Make sure to check out our other Disney World restaurant videos when you've got more than 15 minutes to spare, like our ultimate guide to Epcot food or our new rules for Disney World restaurants. And don't forget to pick up that free special diet guide if you need it over at disneyfoodblog.com/special diet right now. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.